Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with the new project pan of Roses Are Red. So this was created by Jana. I will link her down below. This was supposed to go up on the 8th. I got the stomach flu. And about when I thought I was recovered last Saturday, I wasn't. And I found that out the hard way. So normally this will be updating on the 14th of every month because it actually ends on Valentine's Day. Now, there are a bunch of quotes about love. That's what the prompts are based on. You can roll in a certain amount at a time and then roll stuff in as you finish it, or you can do like I'm doing and roll them all in at once just to save my sanity a little bit, which sounds crazy, but because if I roll them all in at once, I know what they're all going to be and I can plan around it that way. I know, sweetie, but you need to back up. Sorry. My needy cat. My needy little puffball. But yeah, so I will be linking everybody doing this down below along with the PANtastic Ladies Facebook group where this was created at, and definitely go check it out. So first quote I have is, "Have enough courage to trust love one more time and always one more time" by Maya Angelou. Something you would always repurchase. Something I have repurchased several times is actually from the Dollar Tree. It is the Bolero Hydrating Facial Mist in Watermelon and Sweet Mint. I have used at least one of these before, and one of the other scent that I want to say is Aloe. I just keep repurchasing them because they're quite nice. This one is just about new. I only just started using it the other day, so I'll probably do good for this to last through the end of the year, honestly, because I use these a lot, because I am constantly boiling inside my own skin. I don't know what that is about. I actually had myself tested to see if I was starting menopause, and apparently I'm not. So I don't know what's going on. Next is a quote that is, "I love her and it is the beginning of everything" by F. Scott Fitzgerald, a base or primer product. And I chose this little mini of the Smashbox Photofinish Correct Anti-Redness Primer. It just has 5 milliliters in it. I wanted to mark this, but I can't seem to knock any air out, so either it is filled to the top or there is an air bubble somewhere in here that I can't get out. So we're just gonna run with it that way. Next is "Never Love Anyone Who Treats You Like You Are Ordinary" by Oscar Wilde. Something extraordinary. And I chose, based on the brand technically, but I chose this based on the brand technically, but I have been liking it so far. So it is the It's a 10 Blow Dry Miracle Glossing Leave-In Treatment. I swear by the regular one. I got this in one of those little Ulta goodie bags, and so far it's been performing just like the normal one. I say that because I don't blow dry my hair. So we are starting right here. It is already in use. I was actually a little worried I might finish it before I got a chance to film this, but luckily we still have plenty left. Next is "I Have No Notion of Loving People" by Halves. "It Is Not My Nature" by Jane Austen. Something you love with your whole heart. And I chose the Zainey Laney Body Spray in Wannabe. This is based off of Spider-Man, and it is grapes, vanilla cream, and soda scent notes. As you could probably guess by the tape, it is still not been used. It is all the way up to here. They went out of business in 2020. So I have been hoarding this one because it was one of my favorites. So finally, time to use this bad boy up. Next is "Love is an Irresistible Desire to be Irresistibly Desired" by Robert Frost. Something you just had to have. And I chose the Ulta Beauty Salted Pineapple Scented Body Mist because as soon as I saw, I got this last year, that they had a pineapple scent, I had to have it. I actually got like the whole line. It's like a body wash, a body lotion, and a body scrub as well. But for this one, I just put in the body spray. I've been using this for like a month, and it is only down to here. I don't know if I can finish this in 6 months. We shall see, because this is a big one. This is 8.7 ounces. Europa cannot just crawl on top of me right now, sweetie. Okay. Next, the Giving of Love is an Education in Itself by Eleanor Roosevelt. Something you learn to love by a new technique or use. And I chose this as loose powder in general because I didn't used to really care for it because it's messy, and it's still messy. But I started baking like across my face, and I learned I started really liking that technique because it makes my makeup stay in place a lot longer. So I learned to love loose powder. This in particular is the Luna by Luna translucent powder. I think I got this in a swap back when the My Subscription Addiction site was still doing those. So I've had this for a little while. It is only, what was it? It is only a 5-gram powder, so not too much to go through it, especially when you bake. I can burn through that pretty easily. It's currently at 37.3 grams. Next is Love is the Whole Thing, We Are Only Pieces by Rumi, and a palette. And I initially had a different palette, but I can't find it right now, so I should really figure out where that thing is. But I went with this instead, and I think it's a good time of year for it. This is the Aether Beauty palette. I can't remember the name of it, and it doesn't say on the packaging, so I'll have to insert it, but I want to use this No Pan Left Behind style, and if I can get it open. I thought that the kind of cool jewel tones were really good for this time of year. I know it is still technically fall, but we are almost in December, and that is definitely when I start really, really wanting jewel tones. I mean, I like jewel tones and I'll wear them year round, but just, I figured this was a good time for this palette. True Love Stories Never Have Endings by Richard Bach, a product that never seems to end. I said I was going to roll this into something else. I'm finally getting around to it. For the Tartist Pro palette, I want to finally finish off the shade Fierce. This is it right here. As you can see, I have finished over half of it at this point. I'm actually probably going to press this into my Pan That palette because I definitely have some space in there for it. And that will just help me remember to use it. It's something I technically use in my eyebrows, sometimes to fill in my hairline when I'm not feeling super lazy that day or in a rush or anything of that nature. But it's quite nice. Let's see. Oh, I skipped one. You Might Not Have Been My First Love, but You Were the Love That Made All the Other Loves Irrelevant by Rupi Kaur. I'm going to spell that out because I'm probably saying it wrong. A product that replaced a Holy Grail product. And it is the Men's J-Scent 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner for calming for dandruff relief. I use this once a week. Before I went cruelty-free, I was a Head & Shoulders gal for that. And it took some researching for me to find some dandruff shampoo that was cruelty-free. And this doesn't work for everyone. For one thing, it has no lather to it. I actually have to use one of those little scrubber brushes in my hair when I use this to make sure it gets everywhere. But it does the job. I've been using it for several years now. It used to come in a brown bottle, and the new formula is slightly different, but it still works. So I just keep using it. And I have to order this online from like Amazon because they carried it in my Walmart for like a minute, but they stopped like a month later. So, and yeah, my thing is messed up because it was peeling when I got this one and I just peeled it off. But this one's brand new, actually. I haven't even started using it yet, so it's actually up to here. But in 3 months, I can get that used up, I'm sure. Next is Sometimes the Heart Sees What Is Invisible to the Eye by H. Jackson Brown Jr., a no makeup product. I have 2 of these, and I really need to start working on them because I've been hoarding them. This is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. As you know, Becca went out of business several years ago. And I was hoping Smashbox would pick this up, but they did not, like they did with the under eye corrector and the highlighters. But I really need to use these up in the next year. I have this one and one other one, but brand new, completely full. I just shined a light through it to get what it looks like. The Art of Love is largely the art of persistence by Albert Ellis, something that was previously in a Project Pan. Yeah, this is almost done though, it really is. It is the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche Lipstick in Licorice, and if I adjust it so that the plastic isn't showing, this is the little bit that I have left. Like, there's barely anything at all, so I really just need to buckle down and use this up. I actually refrained from wearing it the last couple of times I wore makeup because I hadn't had a chance to film, so I didn't want to get this used up. Next is Whatever Our Souls Are Made Of, His and Mine Are the Same by Emily Bronte. A dupe or 2 similar products. I went with a dupe because I'm sure this is a dupe of something. It is the Polish Choice Exfoliate Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. Just a exfoliating toner type product. This is just a little 10 milliliter, but I figured in the 3 months that I have to finish this project, I think I might have said 6 by accident once. You know, this will suffice as far as a project or product. I can't see through this, so I didn't mark it. So it's just, it won't take me long to finish, so I don't really feel the need. Next, love starts as a feeling, but to continue is a choice, and I find myself choosing you more and more every day by Justin Welch, Something That Grew on You. And this may surprise you because I do rave about it, but the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream, I didn't like the scent at first. I thought it was overwhelming, and then, well, it grew on me. So this is currently 44 grams. The seal is still on there, and I'm just going to leave that on there right now. This is actually a brand new one because they had Sephora had a 500 point perk with this one, the pink one, and the red one of these like little minis that I got because I had never tried the other two, and I know I like this, so if nothing else, I got that. But I like the smell of the other two, but this is still my favorite. And finally, Who Being Loved Is Poor by Oscar Wilde, a drugstore product you love more than an expensive one. And I chose the LA Girl Pastel Dreams Auto Eyeliner. The only thing I don't love about this is the name, because the name is Magic Mint, and this is not a mint color. This is like an electric yellow green, and I do love these so much. I just wish they had more than like the 6 colors that they have. This is what it looks like. This is all that I have left. I wasn't even trying to pan it this year necessarily, and that is just what I went through in about the past year. So I figured let's throw it in a project pan and get it used up. So that is it. Hopefully I update relatively on time for the next update. We have 3 months, so it's a little bit on the short side. I'm used to these things being a year long, but we'll get through it. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!